Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert Gibbons. I ran into a beautiful soul. State your name for the audience.
Kay Bell.
Hi, Kay. How are you?
Hi.
Kay, of course, we've known each other a very long time. I want you to start with um, the workshop tonight. The word unhurt and heal. Where does that come from?
So the idea of to unhurt and heal is to undo damage, right? To like tap into our experiences. A lot of times we want to run away from them. When we unhurt, we tap into them deeper, right? And then an effort to heal or to find solace, right? Or closure on an issue.
I think that's a great idea because many people don't think of writing as therapeutic. They think of it as celebrity. They think of it as I want to get exposure. But I want you to address this idea of using the medium of writing as a therapeutic tool.
Yeah, so writing can help. Well, first of all, writing has known therapeutic benefits, right? So just reading and writing for a few minutes out of the day can help you become more self aware, to build your confidence, build your vocabulary. So it's all of those benefits. But even in doing that, writing really helps us to process, right? So I remember like being in school, and in order for me to retain information, I had to write it down first, right? And then I always had it to go back to and to process it and think about it later, right? So it also fosters critical thinking,
Yes.
right? And so writing has been a huge part of my healing journey because it has allowed me to process a lot of my challenging experiences in my life.
Got you. So you have children. You have children that are still school age. What do you think the issue is between where we come from? We used to write things down, like you said, as opposed to technology that has taken over the writing area.
I think that this generation, they're not as strong critical thinkers
Because of that,
because they're not the computer's thinking for them.
because they are not the discipline of writing something down.
Exactly.
You think there's a connection between writing
Absolutely.
and what connection is that?
So when you have to write something down and you have to process it on your own, that takes skill, that takes time. If you're just putting a question into the computer like Alexa, right? Often
Yeah.
I catch my son asking Alexa his homework questions.
Wow.
Right? And Alexa blurts them out. He doesn't have to think. All he has to do is put the question into the Alexa. But we didn't do that.
Nope.
We actually had to write it down and we had to sit with it and figure it out.
Right.
And so that helped us become strong problem solvers.
Gotcha.
And critical thinkers.
And that's what I love about you, because you've always been that kind of grounded energy ever since I know you. And I'm so happy for you. You're the Bronx Poet Laureate.
Yes.
And you deserve it, in my opinion.
Thank
but
you.
I'm a fan of yours. Talk a little bit about that journey so far. What can you tell my audience about how that's been going for you?
So I just got crowned the Bronx Poet Laureate in June. So I haven't really gotten started with any community engagements, but I have a lot coming up. So as the Bronx Poet Laureate, I'll be advocating for poetry throughout the Bronx.
Awesome.
Teaching people about the history of poetry.
Right.
And the benefits of poetry, because like you said, people don't understand like that connection between literacy,
yes,
healing, and poetry. And so that's what I'll be doing.
So what would be one of your legacies you want to leave for the people of the Bronx, your constituents in the Bronx? What would you want to leave here for them?
Oh, that healing happens in the community, right? And that when we tap into things like poetry and we do those things as a community, true, genuine healing can take place.
Got you. So I took your wonderful workshop today entitled Unhurt and Heal, Unveiling the Art of Storytelling. Tell my audience you have 2 more sessions, what time they are and where they are.
So part 2 will take place October 24th. Part 3 will take place November 7th. Part 2 we'll talk about figurative language and how to tap into figurative language and to use figurative language in poems to express your emotions. And part 3 is going to be all about affirming yourself and using poetry. And they will take place at the Dream Yard Art Center, located in the Morrisania section of the Bronx, on 166th and Washington Avenue. Gotcha.
Next question is, and we're almost done, thank you so much. How can people contact you and stay abreast on what you're doing in the community?
So all of my upcoming events as the laureate and anything else I'm doing is on imkbell.com.
I will have that in the bio. And one final piece of inspiration for some young people out in the Bronx or in New York City, period, that might aspire to be the laureate one day, what can you tell them about writing and keep on going?
Yeah, I would say just that. Keep going. At one point, I never thought that my writing would lead me to becoming the Bronx Poet Laureate, right? And so at one point, I even stopped writing because I didn't think I was good enough. But imagine if I had continued in that thought. So even if you don't think that you're good enough, keep it up, keep writing, um, and keep positive on your healing journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kay Bell, the current Bronx Poet Laureate. Thank you, Kay.